Okay, so this is just a regular Raspberry Pi Zero. This is actually a W with the Wi-Fi built into it, although what I'm going to show you doesn't actually require that Wi-Fi, so you could use just the regular Pi Zero. You can get these for the W model. They're normally $10, although Micro Center frequently has them on sale for $5. Just about every time I'm over there, they're on sale for $5. And then you can get a memory card. The cheapest I've got right now is $3.50 for 16 gig, which is way more than I need most of the time. And so I've got plugged into it here, I've got this USB adapter. This is to power here. And then over here I've got a micro HDMI, or maybe mini HDMI adapter, and that goes to just this regular HDMI to HDMI cable here. It's and I was going to try to order a mini HDMI to straight to HDMI cable. I found some online, but even on a slow boat from China, they cost about $8–9. I think I only paid $2 for this HDMI to mini HDMI adapter, and this HDMI cable I paid $4 for, so this is actually cheaper. So, you know, it's a little more cumbersome, I suppose, but I already had the adapter, and it's cheaper this way. So anyway, we'll start by the TV here. This is just a regular Samsung. It's on. We go back here. We've got an HDMI port right there that we're going to plug into, and then there's a USB port right there we're going to plug into. So start by plugging the HDMI cable into that port, like so. And then we take the USB port that powers the USB cable connector that powers the Raspberry Pi. We plug that in right here. So I'm going to put that back out of the way, and you can see the Pi blinking, and here it is coming up on the TV set. And, you know, Pis were designed to be run with the TV, and so that's why I think the default port on them anymore is HDMI, because that's what TVs come with nowadays. Back in the day, they had composite outputs. I've still got some of the original Raspberry Pis that have the old composite output line on them. Anyway, I've got this set up that it automatically loads a script that calls a console video player, which then plays a fireplace video, which I downloaded. It was a little, I think, 10-second clip or so, and then I just appended that file to itself again and again and again until I got a multi-minute Fire. And the nice thing about Fire is that it's random, and so the fact that you've got a bunch of little clips spliced together doesn't really show up, because the flames just kind of jump around, which is what they do. And so you could make it hours long if you wanted, but here you've got an instant fireplace in your TV. Now on my Pis, I've taken to soldering on this little push button, and basically what that does is that triggers a shutdown-H command to it, normally to turn a Pi off. Most people, myself included, often would just yank the power on, and then you can do that, but you run the risk of corrupting the file system on the flash drive there, and it's better if you'd actually do a controlled shutdown first. And so this push button calls a script that does that, and so if I do this, if I push the button, we can see the fire disappeared from the screen. And we go back here, and eventually the LED will stop blinking, and at that point it's safe to unplug the power from the Pi. So there you can see it's off, and now we can remove it.